You flunked out of 11th grade.
Yes.
सब कुएं में कूद रहे तो हम
Yeah,
नहीं
हम क्यों
कूदेंगे.
कूदे? The more rooted you are, the more strong you are.
If it ever becomes that big, would you consider quitting your day job?
Money, if invested in the right place, it will, work wonders for you. They were like कि तू ये सब करता है. How will how will you represent yourself? What people will say? लोग पूछते हैं तू MBA और वो डॉक्टर, फिर वो मिले कैसे तुम लोग? मिस्टर अंबानी है, अंबानी सर है और टाटा सर है. दे आर लाइक द रिचेस्ट, सुपर रिचेस्ट. यू वांट टू फील लाइक देम, जस्ट प्लान योर इन्वेस्टमेंट सिस्टमैटिकली.
It's another episode at the happy hour with FinCocktail. Today's guest had a misconception about me when he met me. It led to a whole comedy of errors, and I ended up starring in a comedy reel with him. Imagine. He's a young father, content creator, and a national category head at Reliance Retail. How does he do it all? Let's find out together. Here's Dhiraj Shetty. So I'm going to dive right in.
Yes.
And I'm going to ask you the tough question.
Tough questions like
You flunked out of 11th grade.
yes, absolutely.
And now you are the national category head at Reliance Retail.
Yes.
Oh, yes, but the first one you're sure of. You're not sure of your this thing right now.
So basically, I believe in my life, nothing, it's something like, I have not portrayed it कि ये होना चाहिए या फिर ये करूँगा, मेरा vision है, पक्का यही करना है. So I have not done anything of this sort. और मैंने करना छोड़ दिया था 10th में, because when I was in 10th, मुझे for some reason I wanted to get into merchant navy. I don't know why. I just wanted to get into merchant navy.
कहाँ से आया ये?
पता नहीं.
Okay.
मुझे था कि
Did you know anybody in the navy?
नहीं, सुना था कि मर्चेंट नेवी में 6 महीना छुट्टी रहता है और 6 महीना काम रहता है.
The focus was 6 महीना छुट्टी.
हाँ, मतलब 6 महीना छुट्टी है तो ये काम अपने जैसा लग रहा है, तो ये कर सकते हैं. तो 6 महीना छुट्टी का काम है और 6 महीना आराम करना है. तो उसमें जाना था. देन बाद में परसेंटेज आया 52. सो वन ऑफ माय अंकल कॉल्ड मी, और मैंने परसेंटेज किसी को डिस्क्लोज नहीं किया था. सो वन ऑफ माय अंकल कॉल्ड मी दैट मॉर्निंग एंड ही इज लाइक, धीरज पास हो गया ना? मैं बोला हाँ. 65% आया. मतलब क्या मुंह से बोलूं 52% आया. देन ही इज लाइक, अरे पता है 52 आया है.
अच्छा, अंकल को पता था?
पता था, आई डोंट नो हाउ.
ओके.
पंचायती के. सो उन्होंने बोला 52 आया, पता है क्या सोचा है? बोला अंकल मर्चेंट नेवी सोचा है. He's like, merchant navy. बोलता है पता है कितना मार्क्स चाहिए रहता है, और all these things he explained to me. He's like, you take arts. मैं आर्ट्स नहीं ले रहा हूँ. मतलब मुझे आर्ट्स नहीं लेना है. No offense to people from arts, pursuing arts, but then मतलब मेरे समझ में कुछ है नहीं. So then I took up commerce, और फ्रेंड्स लोगों के साथ ही जाना था. तो फ्रेंड्स लोग एक स्ट्रीम में गए and they took maths as a subject. So we had an option to take maths and to take secretarial practice, SP जो हम कहते थे. तो मैंने maths लिया क्योंकि मेरे सारे दोस्त लोग maths वाले सेक्शन में थे. And I somehow got into a good college in one of the good colleges in Mumbai, SIS college, Nerul. So through sports quota, not because of my marks. So my friends went in there. फ्रेंड्स लोगों ने बोला 10th पास कर लिया तो क्या टेंशन है यार, 11th तो ऐसे ही पास हो जाएगा. तो मैंने पढ़ाई नहीं किया.
अच्छा,
मतलब ऐसे ही पास होना है,
इतना ओवर कॉन्फिडेंस.
मतलब ऐसे ही पास होना है तो पढ़ाई क्यों करना है. सो आई टुक देयर वर्ड्स वेरी सीरियसली
कुछ ज्यादा
इन दैट वेरी टेंडर एज एंड आई फ्लंक्ड. और फ्लंक होने के बाद मैं मेरे मैम के पास गया. मैथ्स में ही फेल हो गया मैं. बोला मैम प्लीज मुझे पास कर दो, मैं घर पे ये लेके जा नहीं सकता. आई विल बी लाइक दे विल नॉट ट्रैश और दे काट देंगे बीच में से. एक तो पढ़ाई नहीं करा, फेल हो गया ऊपर से. So they are like, you have to do, something. Please, मुझे पास कर दो. मैंने बोला धीरज शेट्टी, you will never ever, study in your life. You will never ever do anything good in your life. You are just good for doing this masti, chalk फेंकना, duster फेंकना किसी के ऊपर, झगड़ा करना and all these things.
So she's made a blanket statement that you will never do anything.
Blanket statement that you'll never do anything in your life. तो मैंने बोला कि ठीक है, इनको ऐसा लग रहा है, प्रिंसिपल सबको ऐसा लगता नहीं होगा. मैं प्रिंसिपल सर कह रहा हूँ मुझे पास कर दो प्लीज. पहला I'll
सारे दरवाजे खटखटाएंगे.
सारे दरवाजे. I was like please, मुझे पास कर दो. प्रिंसिपल सर I can't do anything much. So after that, and I think that was very important, a stepping stone in my life. अगर fail नहीं होता, and that failure, if that would have come in the later stage of my life, maybe that would have affected. So at a early stage, I got that jolt, and I was like, okay, थोड़ा seriously लेना चाहिए, friends को ज़्यादा seriously नहीं लेना चाहिए. And
सब कुएं में कूद रहे तो हम
yeah,
नहीं
हम
कूदेंगे.
क्यों कूदे भाई, हम उनको देख के सीखे के वापस नहीं आए. So it's better not to get into that. And after that, fortunately, I secured decent marks. वो 52 से 65 हुआ. 12th I passed once again. I gave privately. And यहाँ पे there is an option in Mumbai, you know, you can give private. So मैं pass हो गया with 65%, and then I did my graduation from the very same college. I passed out my graduation with about 68%, and then I did my post graduation, not from the same college, but ITM Mumbai से. And वहाँ पे भी I secured a good marks. And then the best part is I am the visiting faculty in the same college. जहाँ पे मुझे मैम ने बोला था कि तुम कुछ नहीं करोगे.
Sweet revenge.
Yeah, so I feel like, you know, really good that, you know, the universe is listening to me, and you know, it's like kind of helping me
Kind of
get
help you get back.
So that's where you know, it all started. And then one fine day I realized that you know, the same ma'am, I don't want to name her again, वो SIS में थे अभी तो
She who
शायद.
must not be named. It's
हाँ,
fine.
yeah, of course. She's very sweet. Yeah. I think, you know, she showed me the mirror, and that was required. So one fine day I met her. It was like about, I think, 4-5 years back, and I was just coming out of the campus. I just finished one session with, you know, one of the batch of MBA students, and she's asking me, "Arey, Dhiraj, what are you doing here?" अब मैं मन में सोच रहा हूँ मैं क्या बोलूँ इसको. अब इसने तो बोला तुम पढ़ाई नहीं करोगे, तो मैंने बोला
इतने confidently कि
confidently
कभी
बोला था.
जिंदगी में कभी
और
कुछ
अगर
नहीं
मेरे को वो बोस्ट करने का मन नहीं कर रहा था, बोला मैं नहीं कर सकता
So
यार.
humble. Oh my
हाँ,
God.
so I was like,
sweet.
I said that I just came for some work.
हाँ.
Oh, okay, what work? मैम MBA. Oh, you are studying.
अच्छा, she thought you were studying
हाँ.
then. अच्छा.
तो she thought that शायद काम करने के बाद अभी उस
अभी
लगा
कर
होगा.
रहा है,
वैसे भी
हाँ.
इतने साल से फेल ही हो रहा है as per her. अभी जाके पास हुआ होगा. So then I told her, no ma'am, actually I come to teach here. She's like, teach? Whom do you teach? So I was like, first year students, second year students. Then I came to know that one of the batch which like in which I taught, so उनकी बेटी भी थी. So it was like, हाँ. So
you're now
उनकी,
teaching
हाँ.
her.
So I'm teaching her.
daughter.
Obviously मैंने उनको जाके पूछा नहीं कि तुम इसकी बेटी हो क्या? उन्होंने फेल किया था. अब मैं तुम्हें फेल करूँगा.
Now that would be revenge.
No, I never did that, and I don't know what happened after that episode. That you know, she must have gone home. She would have asked her daughter, "तुम वो पढ़ा रहा है तुमको?
क्या कुछ पढ़ा रहा है ढंग का या नहीं?"
पढ़ा भी रहा है कि नहीं करके. So yeah, so I think that was without me answering, there was some, you know, kind of force or something which, you know, answered कि भाई ठीक है. And I like such comebacks, sir. It's like really good.
Clearly.
Yeah.
You mentioned a force, so I mean, I already know this about you, but you are quite spiritually inclined and very well deep-rooted in your culture.
Yes.
And that has also caused this dramatic shift and transition in a side hustle.
Yeah.
And now you are a content creator.
Yes, content creator.
You're a content creator. How did that happen?
Okay, so you know, I knew this from the very beginning, or maybe I should say that, you know, I've seen this since my childhood, that, you know, the more rooted you are, the more strong you are. Okay. You know, you won't be able to, you know, that easily, you know, up shaken. Yeah, so इतना easy नहीं होता है किसी को भी आपको आके destroy करना. This is what I feel. The culture, the tradition, you know, the rich tradition that you know, actually I come from, the land where I come from, we worship each and everything. So be it land, be it trees, there are devas and there are nagas, and you know, there are many things. There are a lot of sports that you know, we are into, like the Kambla, which is you know, the buffalo race, and there is this what do you say, Pili Vesha is there. So, you know, our tradition is very colorful, very, very rich, and, you know, very vibrant. Also, at the same point in time, you know, when I grew up, so I was surrounded by all these things. Even though I'm born and brought up in Mumbai, but my parents ensured that, you know, at least once in a year, we will go to Mangalore. We will make them also see all the cultures that we have, you know, grown up seeing all these things. So that was one plus point, and you know, eventually it's a very simple funda. a banyan tree. It's one of the strongest trees. The reason why it's very strong is the roots are very deep. It's not easy to shake it. So the more rooted you are to your culture, to your tradition, I think it's good for you. As a person, it shapes you up as a person a lot.
100%.
Yeah.
But why choose social media to deliver this message? Why did that happen?
Okay, so see, social media as a tool is something wherein I'm sitting at one place, but I'm accessible to lakhs and lakhs of people out there, and now be it an 18-year-old a fellow, or maybe a person like my mother, who's like about 60 plus. She's on the phone, she uses the phone, she uses the technology. It's very easy for me to access all of them. Okay, that is one. Secondly, it's like about there are many things in my tradition, in my culture itself, which my people only are not aware of, and due to maybe various circumstances, because they are born and brought up in other places, outside Mangalore, outside Tulunad and all.
No, and it happens, right? It's like Chinese whispers.
Exactly.
Grandparents may know it.
Yeah.
Did our parents really have the time to ask questions about it?
Exactly.
And then we to have even less time.
Exactly. So, this is what has been driving me. I think, it's better when you have some information, some knowledge. And, as I told you, I'm, I also do this guest session. So I'm a teacher by profession as well. So whatever information, whatever knowledge you have, you should not keep it to yourself. It's always better to, share it with people, so that even they are aware of. So I think that is the reason why people are liking my content. So I'm not only sticking to just making reels, with some comedy content and all. In between, I ensure that there is some informative content and all, and which most of the people in and around industry appreciate and they like it. There are people like Shantanu Rangnekar. He's not a Mangalorean. He's got nothing to do with Tulunad. But then he has got interest, towards the culture. He has got this eagerness to understand about the culture. Because if you see the Konkan belt, the one which which starts from this Panvel side and all the way goes up till Kerala, the Kasargod side, we have got the same this. Even the Konkan people, the Maharashtrian people of the Konkan region, they have got devas.
Yeah.
Okay. Even Mangalorean have got devas, and even Kerala people, some people have got devas. So, for example, Mangaloreans have Guliga. Kerala people call it as Gulikan. So, all these things many people don't know. They are not aware of. But, eventually when you see, it's all the same.
Yeah.
It's all the same.
There's a lot of similarities going down.
Yeah.
So now you've mentioned that you are a creator, you are a teacher, you are you also have your full-time job, and you have a little baby girl that I know and the audience does now.
Yeah.
How do you balance all of this? So see, I love asking this question, especially to men, because we get asked this question all the time. So I'm throwing it right back out there. How do you balance it all?
Okay, so first of all, my family people, okay, they think, and I'll be very candid about it, they feel, in fact, I don't spend much time, wherein I feel कि मैं ठीक ठाक time spend कर रहा हूँ.
Your family thinks that you don't spend enough time with them.
They think like that. I don't think like that. But see, my office, it starts usually typically a day for me starts at about 10 a.m. 9:30 to 10 a.m. and then it goes on till about 7 o'clock. That's the official hours that I work.
Which is clearly not what you stick to.
Yeah, of course, because there are lots and lots of ups and downs, especially for the industry, to the industry that I belong to. So Monday to Friday, the weekdays typically, it's office work. Saturday, Sunday is purely content. So I only create contents on Saturdays and Sundays. In case if I do it on a weekday, it will be either early morning before I head to office or after coming back from the office. वो depend करता है. अगर fresh face दिखाना है तो सुबह करो. Content मतलब मुझे लग रहा है कि
मोए type content.
मोए type नहीं. I mean ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे कि वुडिंग गिला वाला. That information मुझे मालूम है कि अगर मैं आँख बंद करके भी बोलूँ तो लोग सुनेंगे कि भाई क्या बोल रहा है वो सुन लेते हैं. So then I do it after office hours, something like that. So otherwise majority of the reels are shot on Saturdays and Sundays only. And then Mangalore, whenever I go, I ensure that I go on a Friday and I come back on a Monday. So yeah, everything gets balanced this way. Touch wood, like
this is where I didn't hear family. So clearly you are not spending enough time.
मैंने कहा ना कि Monday to Friday. So yeah, see, it's like for me, spending time with family is like, ensuring, this is my definition, ensuring that I give enough time to my daughter, I give enough time to my wife, my mother, my sister, and मुझे ऐसा पर्सनली नहीं लगता है कि स्पेंडिंग टाइम का मतलब आपको घर पे ही बैठना है उनके साथ 24 घंटे, जो कि मेरी बीवी और मेरी बेटी और मेरी मम्मी चाहते हैं कि तू घर पे ही बैठ, हमारे साथ,
conversation only,
हाँ,
ना?
हमारे से बात कर, हमारे साथ ही रहे. That doesn't works like that, right? So, but I do give them time, जो मुझे लगता है कि feasible है. So it's like, more is like always less. It's like वो कहते हैं ना कि people तुम जितना ज्यादा करोगे उनको लगेगा कि अरे कम ही कर रहे हैं. So
I have a different question for you.
yes.
Content creation is your side hustle.
Yeah.
For now.
Absolutely.
For now.
Absolutely.
Do you think if it ever becomes that big, would you consider quitting your day job?
Of course, yes.
Yeah?
Yes, absolutely. See, because the thing is, content creation is like, something, for me personally, I like getting recognized. I'll be very shameless. मैं पहले भी बोल चुका हूँ, मैं पहले भी बोल चुका हूँ.
But honesty is what we want.
हाँ, because मैंने last time, when we were together, when we had gone for that retreat, I had told, many people asked me and they look at me, कि ऐसे कैसे बोल रहा है?
No, but
yeah,
a lot of people want to say, actually a lot of people believe that, but they don't say it out loud.
मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है, जब भी ये सब बोलते हैं ना कि अरे ये रहते कंटेंट मत बना, मैं ही हूँ. मैं हूँ वो. And I feel really bad. वो होता है ऐसा है कि they'll meet, फोटो भी नहीं खींचते, फिर किसी थर्ड पर्सन को जाके बोलते, फिर उनको बोलते अरे माय नेबर मेट यू, तो शी वांटेड टू क्लिक अ पिक्चर विद यू. आई वाज लाइक क्यों, मतलब क्यों नहीं खींचा भाई, मैं तो रेडी था. रेडी था फोटो खींचने के लिए, खींचा क्यों नहीं? दे लाइक नहीं, उनको लगा कि तू थोड़ा रूड है.
अरे हाँ,
मतलब क्या ऐसा मैंने क्या बोल दिया जिससे कि सो इट्स लाइक आई लाइक दिस. I just love it.
People don't like it clearly. They think you're rude.
Yeah, वो भी लगता भी नहीं हूँ मैं, इतने अच्छे से हंस के बात करता हूँ. I mean, if there is an expectation कि ये comedy reels बनाते हैं तो ऐसे हंस के आना चाहिए, that's not possible. So that's so, and many a time it happens like people they'll come, they'll talk, they'll be like I forgot your name. I'm like,
you are that guy, no? Who's that guy.
वो कुछ तो गड़बड़ है वाला, that guy. तुम वही हो ना? मला हाँ मैं वही हूँ. फिर बोलते हाँ वीरप्पन ना, मला हाँ वीरप्पन. या सो वंस एक बार गांव में मुझे एक बंदा आया मैंगलोर में, he met very inquisitively, came and he's like here धीरप्पन आता. अली जान सूरज यारना पले हार बेत धीरज जान सूरज. and he got shocked. He's like same तो जोर मार रहे, you look so same. हला अंदते यार मैंने कई इटला पूरा same है उन्हें. and then he's like हीरत्ता. It's not you. I was like, no, it's me. So it's like, but it's fun. I like it.
So fame is something that is absolutely addictive.
Very addictive.
It is something that I think a lot of people crave for, but like we said, not a lot of people not a lot of people are honest about wanting it.
Exactly. People say कि अरे यार मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगता है ये मेरे पर्सनल लाइफ को इन्वाइट कर रहा है. भाई तू सोशल मीडिया में क्यों है? तेरे पर्सनल लाइफ को इन्वाइट कर रहा है तो सोशल मीडिया में आना ही नहीं चाहिए.
100%.
Okay, it's like you're on Tinder and saying that I don't want to date. I'm just here for experiencing. I was like, what? So it's like that. मैं टिंडर में नहीं हूँ, मेरी शादी हो चुकी है. बोलेंगे अभी मेरा ऑडियंस अच्छा तो तू टिंडर में भी है. पता चल जाता है यार. I mean, कोई ना कोई तो बोल ही देता है, ऐसा भी होता है करके. There are some experience. Some people say ना कि अरे there are some pilot friends of mine. They say flight उड़ने में मजा आता है. So I know मजा आता है. इसका ये मतलब नहीं कि मैंने flight उड़ाया है. So it's like that.
It's lovely to be famous.
Yeah.
But we've discussed this that day. But there is also a dark side to it, right? Going after fame just for fame's sake. See, because I understand that you are doing this because you have a purpose behind.
Exactly.
Which is why potentially you are still rooted about it. But yeah, fame has a very big dark side to it.
No, it's I personally feel that fame is a responsibility. This is what I personally feel.
With great power comes great responsibility.
So this is what I personally feel. Fame is a responsibility. You're not supposed to be rude. You're not supposed to get irritated. You're not supposed to get moved away by by the facts, people are watching you, or they'll tell you. कितने लोग गाली देते हैं अभी भी कि तू गलत है, तूने सही नहीं बोला. मेरा हमेशा एक व्यू पॉइंट ये रहता है कि, and this is what I always teach my students, and this is what I've learned in my organization as well, that if right why, if wrong why.
Why?
अगर मैं गलत हूं तो मैं गलत क्यों हूं, तो वो लिखो. ऐसा मत बोलो कि तुम गलत हो. क्यों हो वो तो बोलो. If I am pointing out at someone that you're wrong, I'll say that why you're wrong, and I'll just try to add some logic to it. Whether you buy it or not buy it, it's your call. So it's absolutely fine. But that's my opinion. But you know, in this field, when you're saying about fame, na, so then you have to also, receive all those things,
Yeah.
and people will throw things at you.
It's the same thing that you said, na, कि Instagram पे क्यों हो फिर?
हाँ, Instagram में क्यों? Social media, मेरे को
social media is opening yourself up to both the sides,
I mean,
right?
yeah,
Fame
I mean,
and this.
it's fine. Everyone has got their own perspective. People don't like. There are some people who will only like to speak in front of the camera.
Yeah,
and
they can't hold a conversation off.
Yeah, I mean,
off
that's
camera.
absolutely fine. You know, that's absolutely fine. There, like in my family itself, my family members are very much camera shy.
Yeah,
they don't like all these things. मम्मी ने तो पहले ही बोला है कि आवाज मिलेगा, रील बनाना है तो शक्ल कभी नहीं दिखाना. So that happens.
So one second. So what was their reaction when you stepped into content creation?
They were against it.
Yeah?
Totally. So basically, they were against all these things because they were like कि तू ये सब करता है. How will you represent yourself? What people will say? My mom was like,
लोग क्या कहेंगे problem?
यार एक तो तू अभी ये नौटंकी करेगा, कॉमेडी वीडियोस बनाएगा, लोग देख के हंसेंगे. मैं बोला इसीलिए बना रहा हूँ ताकि वो हंसे. मेरा तो पर्पस वही है. मैं बोला तो अच्छा है हंसते हैं तो, so पर्पस सॉल्व हो जाएगा. So wife was like, what will my family think? And all these. My sister was like, why you want to do this? You have a good name in the family.
Keep
why
it.
you want? Yeah, just keep that. Why you want to? And they said this very innocently because they thought, I'm just going randomly making videos. मेरा कोई मोटो नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है. मैंने obviously मेरा मोटो बताया भी नहीं था, तो उन्हें कैसे पता चलेगा? So ये सब होने के बाद, then after some time, after 2-3 months, when they saw that people are coming and telling them that that I'm doing a decent job and they're liking my content because
so
it's
the same
informative.
लोग क्या कहेंगे started speaking good things
about me, and then now they are the biggest pillar of support for me.
Nice.
I mean, my sister, my wife, my mother, my friends, I mean, they were the one.
You must love it.
Yeah, they were the one who always told me कि do it.
You do it.
सोच मत, हम लोग हैं, हम लोग करेंगे and all. Even though some Maharashtrians and people from UP, Punjab and all, they come and do reels with me just to support me.
That's so sweet.
And I make them speak Tulu. So I make them speak Tulu. So I mean, people have been supportive enough in my circle. मम्मी और फैमिली नहीं थे, बट बाद में अब उनके जितना सपोर्ट कोई नहीं है. Yeah. So they are the
once
biggest
they come
support.
around, they
exactly.
kind of that tends to happen.
Yes.
But okay, I want to circle back a little bit to your career in Reliance. Nowadays, taking the conventional route, climbing up the ladder of corporate and just essentially doing a 9 to 5 or 9 to 9 in cases where you have to, is looked down upon a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
It seems like कि अरे यार जॉब कौन करेगा, या like नौकरी करनी है तो मतलब you don't have a passion or you don't have a zest for doing things, etc. Which I don't think is true in your case.
No, because see,
because you like what you do. When we spoke about
no, I'll tell you. See, as I told you, people who say कि अरे यार 9 to 5 job and all these things, I mean, that's not how it is. आप बिजनेस कर रहे हो, आप 9 to 5 जॉब कर रहे हो. One thing that you require is dedication. You do a small
100%.
work, you do a big work, or whatever thing you do. Okay, you require dedication. And I really feel sad, when people say, "Kya rahe ho 9 to 5 job boring," and it's not at all boring. See, because it's all about your dedication.
Yeah.
The moment you say it's boring, you have an option.
Yeah.
You switch.
Leave.
आप छोड़ दो नौकरी. आप कंटेंट क्रिएशन करो. आप कंटेंट क्रिएशन करो, आप क्रिकेट खेलो.
Yeah.
आप करो कुछ, लेकिन ऐसा मत करो कि नहीं मुझे पसंद ही नहीं है तो आप बैठ गए. So then do what you like.
Correct.
Okay, so do what you like. So I'll not say that I'm made for 9 to 5 job. मैं ही बना हूँ 9 to 5 job के लिए, मैं CEO बनूंगा कंपनी का. ऐसा नहीं है, बन भी सकता हूँ, नहीं भी बन सकता.
Difficult, no, in Reliance.
नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. So I mean, I don't know what future holds in for me. But even if I become a CEO in the future, अगर मैं बना तो, अगर मैं इसी डायरेक्शन में चलता रहा, so I'll not mind it. I'll never complain. और अगर क्रिएशन में भी कुछ हो गया, so it's good enough. Yeah.
Both you're happy.
I mean, मेरा इस मीडियम से एक मोटिव, पर्सनल मोटिव ये है कि the language should not die. The language should not die because people in the city nowadays, like, they're refraining from speaking the language, Tulu and all.
Yeah.
These people think कि अरे हमने अगर बात कर लिया तो लोग बोलेंगे अरे अंडू उंडू क्या बात कर रहा है, कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. So it's not like that.
Yeah.
So my motto is
Motto is
that.
that.
So yeah, this is what I look at things.
So now you have a side hustle, you have your career, which is going great. You travel a lot. For
I
Reliance
travel a
Retail,
lot.
right? I'm sorry, I never went into what you exactly do at Reliance Retail.
So basically, I'm into category management. Category management is like whatever. Like I'm handling one of the categories. Ice cream over there, frozen and ice
Yummy.
cream. Yeah, yummy. मैं it's like
Tasting करने को मिलता है.
वो एक phrase था ना कि if you want to make people happy, go and sell ice cream.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's literally you're literally doing
literally
that.
I'm selling ice cream. So पहले मैं अंडे बेचता था.
अच्छा.
Reliance में.
रोज खाओ अंडे.
रोज हाँ तो so it's like वो ब्रेड का बादशाह ऑमलेट का राजा.
Oh, nice.
हमारा धीरज. So I manage this category. So starting from the availability of the product, where to place the product, and what new products should be developed, how it should be showcased it to the customer grievances, everything. So everything I do it.
So if I don't find my pasandida ice cream, I should call you.
Yes, call me.
And you travel a lot for this as well.
I travel. The nature of my job is such. So I, my major travel part is it starts from January end or first week of February, and it goes on till 31st of March. So I start from Kerala.
Okay.
And I go all the way up till Amritsar, and we have got a lot of stores. So basically, Reliance is one of the biggest retail network chain in India. So they have got like about more than 4,000 stores across India. So I get to visit all these clusters, meet people, talk to them, and discuss the plan with them. That this is the
How
plan
you
it will
should
be during the season time. So the reason why I get to travel a lot.
Nice.
In my job.
So you have a lot of experience across India.
Absolutely, yeah. I have visited like almost all the states in India at least.
Favorite place to travel?
Mangalore
छोड़ के.
Mangalore.
Don't say Mangalore. I froze that. There was an asterisk to it.
If not Mangalore, it's Punjab.
Really?
Yeah, Punjab.
Because of the food?
No, because of the food, and I have
people?
The people, the food, and one of my very good, very close friend. He's like his native is Punjab, और मैं काफी बार उससे ज़्यादा मैं पंजाब गया हूँ. So there is a place called as Jhapkra. It's very close to the India-Pakistan border. It's like I think the last village of India. And it's in this place called as like Jhapkra. It's in Gurdaspur district में है पंजाब के. So बहुत अच्छा लगता है. It's very calm, very cool, chilled, especially during the winters and all.
Oh, ठंड.
That friends के साथ बैठो खेत के बीच में, उधर रावी नदी दिखता है, उस तरफ पाकिस्तान. So
कोयले पे कुछ भुट्टे सीखो.
कोयले पे भुट्टे सीखो, चिकन सीखो. So वो सब but it's just if you ask me after Mangalore, it's Punjab.
Nice.
Yeah.
Interesting. I would not have expected that.
Yeah.
What about your partner? What does she do?
She's a doctor by profession, and she's an ophthalmologist.
लोगों की आंखों
और लोग पूछते हैं तू MBA और वो डॉक्टर, फिर वो मिले कैसे तुम लोग? अभी मैं भी थोड़ा डॉक्टर बन ही गया हूँ उसके साथ रह के.
Do not say that to her. She will punch your eyes.
मैं किसी को लेकिन सजेशन कुछ देता नहीं हूँ. So but yeah, she's a doctor.
So you two are obviously you're a two-income household. How do you discuss or manage money at home?
Okay.
Do you discuss it first of all?
We do discuss it, and I think शादी के बाद कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है डिस्कस करने के अलावा. तुम छुपाई कितना छुपाओगे भाई? So तुमको तो बताना पड़ेगा. और I feel like after getting married, there has been a little more stability, maybe just because वो sense of responsibility आ जाता है कि भाई अभी तो अकेला नहीं है. So you will have to be very careful when you spend. I actually didn't had this habit of savings. Maybe in fact till the age of 28, 29. frankly speaking, that is like one part which I always regret, that I didn't even know much about finances and all. As I told, maths में fail हो गया था, accounts में weak था, तो मुझे numbers देख के घबराहट होती थी, तो मुझे लगता था जैसे चल रहा है चलने दो,
नहीं
हाँ,
चाहिए,
नसीब में होगा, आएगा मेरे पास, तो ऐसा, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं चलता है. It doesn't work like that, because of lately, I realized that money, if invested in the right place, okay, it will work wonders for you. I mean, you will be the richest, you'll feel like the richest person. Okay, you'll feel
not
like,
feel like, you will actually be
you'll
one
be,
of them.
yeah. I mean, no, जैसे कि अभी मिस्टर अंबानी है, अंबानी सर है और टाटा सर है, they are like the richest, super richest. You want to feel like them, just plan your investment systematically. 100%. Okay, recently मैंने भी अपने my financial advisors के through I started putting money and all. Previously I used to believe like अरे ये सब risk का काम है and ऐसा वैसा, which is actually not, because financial advisors and chartered accountants are meant to understand the market and then invest your money.
Exactly.
Okay, then invest your money. So वो they bridge the gap between you and that that वो कहते हैं ना कि you have that incomplete knowledge, so that they bridge that gap. So I believe a person,
and help you systematically invest for your future.
And to everybody, whoever is watching this, like if you are young, if you are like आप लोग young हो, तो please
start investing as soon as possible.
I mean, मैं अभी के time पे अगर even if I if I would have invested even at the age of 25, मैं आज शायद से जितना मेरा लोन है, frankly speaking, नहीं, मैं at least उसका 50% कम कर देता. This is my feeling. And I
and
realize
you've done
it.
the calculation, so I'm sure you would have done
this
it.
This is what I'm saying. अगर मैं minutely भी ये कर देता ना, so मेरा लोन का 50% would have been gone.
That's incredible.
So yeah, this is a regret right now, but then I'm like making up for it.
Correct.
So
तब नहीं किया तो अब तो कर लो.
अब कर लो, yeah, exactly. So yes, so this is how we discuss.
And have you started investing for your baby girl already?
Yes, I have.
She's about a year and a half, I believe.
She's like 14 months, yeah.
Yeah.
So a year and a half. So I have already started in terms of like एक जगह में मैंने savings ये किया है, और मेरे financial advisor को मैंने बोला है कि भाई एक particular type के fund में you invest, and apart from that gold, South Indian, so थोड़ा ऐसा नहीं कि पूरा भर दिया है, but then yeah, like some little bit. I'm not saying कि मैं उसके लिए 5 लाख का सोना ले रहा हूँ this and all. 10,000, 20,000 will do, no problem. हाँ, so
start small, it'll grow big.
Yeah, I mean I don't know whether बड़े होने के बाद उसको ये सब की जरूरत पड़ेगी, या she'll be like अरे I'm not fond of gold and all.
Who is going to say no to any money, any assets? Please tell me.
So yeah, so I like in terms of gold as of now, little bit of gold birthday के time ले लिया मैंने.
Fair enough.
और some all these people, family वाले गुजराती family वाले बहुत gold देते हैं.
तो I was about to ask.
हर चीज में पैसा है. हर चीज में पैसा है.
मतलब जलेबी फाफड़ा and money.
आज सुबह भी मुझे पैसा मिला. They came to invite.
And you're complaining?
No, I'm not complaining. मैंने उनको पूछा तुम 2 बार नहीं आ सकते क्या इनवाइट करने के लिए? They gave me a cover. पैसे दिए मुझे.
To exist.
No, it's like उनमें ऐसा एक it seems ritual है. So they are like they came to invite us for my brother-in-law's wedding, which is supposed to happen in December. And उन्होंने बकायदा मुझे पैसे दिए उसके लिए. शादी में आने के पैसे देता है क्या कोई? मतलब यार,
but again I'm saying,
और तो मैंने उनको पूछा कि तुम आओ ना एक हफ्ते बाद वापस प्लीज. एक हफ्ते बाद वापस आओ.
एक ही बेटा है
तो एक ही बेटा है.
हाँ, तो एक ही बार इनवाइट होगा और एक ही कवर मिलेगा.
नहीं, उसके बाद अभी बेटी के साथ शादी किया ना, सो दिवाली में हर टाइम उनके घर पे फंक्शन होता है ना, सब चाचा लोग पैसे देते. आई एम एक्साइटेड कि कवर में पैसा कितना होगा.
अकॉर्डिंगली फेवरेट चाचा नंबर 1, फेवरेट चाचा नंबर 2.
मैं अपने पैसे शेयर नहीं करता. ऑफ कोर्स मेरी बीवी का अलग कवर है, मेरा अलग कवर जो मिलता है ना, आई टेल उनको भी कभी धीरज एंड पंचमी करके देते हैं. आई एम लाइक भाई हाफ होगा, इसमें कुछ बटेगा नहीं. आधा मतलब 60-40% कुछ नहीं.
So this 2 income household that we're talking about, सब आधा बटता है या you don't share?
No, आधा see everything, प्यार आधा बटता है. अच्छा, पैसा आधा बटता है.
खर्चे मगर आधे बटते हैं या नहीं? खर्चे सब
अभी तो बांटना पड़ रहा है. अभी तो बांटना पड़ रहा है और कुछ ऑप्शन नहीं है. So सब बेड भी आधा हो गया है, बेड भी आधा बट रहा है.
आधा मिल गया, मुझे लगा 1/4 मिलेगा. नहीं
अभी 1/4 ही है. अभी तो फिलहाल आफ्टर माय डॉटर इट्स लाइक 1/4 only. So वो तो लात मारेगी. And you know, I just actually
Have a sliver.
I'm 6'2" और मैं ऐसे एक स्पेस में ऐसा सोता हूँ, मैं ऐसा स्ट्रेट हो गए. So you know, it's like that. So,
Story of everyone's life, no?
yeah.
So her family is Gujarati.
Yeah.
You guys are from Bangalore.
Bangalore.
And how does the money conversation differ?
Money conversation. See, those people have, I personally feel, once again, nothing against anyone. Those people have a very different way of saving and
That's what I'm
investing.
asking.
Yeah.
Because generally, culturally, we are different people.
Culturally, we are different. Yeah. So see, as I told you, investment की बात है, उनका जो investment का तरीका है, that is very different. They have got more, I believe personally, that you know, they are more inclined towards the stocks. And you know, these buildings and you know,
Real
investing
estate,
in real
stocks,
estates and all.
etc.
Yeah. So I think they are more inclined towards it.
Whereas
Mangalorians
Mangalorians
का
on
अलग है.
gold and
गोल्ड, होटल, और तुम्हारे पास 5 लाख रुपए है, ठीक है भाई, पार्टनरशिप ले लो, होटल बना लो, 10
hotel.
पार्टनर ले लो. So you know,
how
it's
come
like
you
that.
didn't go into the
So
hotel business?
So my family has a hotel business, but then I personally don't you know, see,
Don't enjoy
since the
it.
very beginning, I have been you know, doing this professional work and all. I'm, you know, working with the corporates. So before Reliance, I was with Aditya Birla Retail. And before that, I was also a part of you know, the sales and marketing team of CRISIL, Credit Rating Information Service of India Limited. So I have been working all this while. So I'll not say every, but most of the parents who are into business, they will always say कि तू business मत कर, तू काम कर.
Really?
So,
because I always think that whoever has a business, at least in my experience, if my parents had a business, they'd be like कि बेटा हमारे बाद तेरे को ही चलाना है. So you learn it and sort of you take it forward.
See, hotel business, you know, especially where there is liquor involved, okay, people, once they, you know, get into a couple of drinks, okay, they're different
Becomes
personality.
difficult to handle.
It becomes very difficult to handle, and especially with a person who has got temper issues, okay, उसे ऐसे business में बिल्कुल नहीं जाना चाहिए. Yeah, because मेरा ऐसा है कि मुझे, see, nature है, personality है. So मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगेगा कि अरे मुझे अगर किसी ने पी के 2 बात बोल दी बिना मतलब कि मेरी कोई गलती के. So I might get into an argument.
Angry,
I can get into an argument with him that actually eventually
escalate,
spoils the entire you know, the environment over there. So we have given that part to, you know, to be managed by someone. Okay. And I am, you know, exclusively looking into all these things, my professional life, now this new content creation life, and of course, you know, the visiting faculty part. So I like doing all these things. See, because in that industry, you have to just sit. It's not easy.
Not at all.
It's not easy.
Not at all.
First of all, being quiet, especially when there is a very, you know, arrogant customer, is the toughest job.
Absolutely.
Is the toughest job.
And so, since you're in the service industry in hotels, you have to be at their beck and call.
Exactly.
You have to sort of understand that, you know, the customer's always right.
Always right.
And always be like, you know, humble and appreciative.
Exactly.
Even if they are rude, or even if you don't have anything wrong. It's a very lucrative
business, but then eventually it's not easy. It's not easy, and especially for people who, you know, can't, you know, don't have much patience and all. मुझ में patience बिल्कुल नहीं है. मेरा नाम धीरज है, but मेरे में धीरज बिल्कुल नहीं है.
I was going to say, I was like, धीरज को धीरज नहीं है.
वो पहली बार मेरा नाम घर वाले दयानंद रखने वाले थे.
दयानंद
शेट्टी. ऑलरेडी इंडस्ट्री में एक दयानंद शेट्टी है. ऑलरेडी एक दयानंद शेट्टी है. अभी मैं भी एक दयानंद शेट्टी बन जाऊंगा तो then problem हो जाएगा ना.
Next level.
So yeah, so my
Your
name
legacy will be only different.
Yeah, so I was like, you know, मेरे नक्षत्र के हिसाब से मेरा नाम तो किसी ने बोला इसका नाम दयानंद रखते हैं. तो बाद में मेरी मम्मी ने बोला अरे और हमारे फैमिली में 4 दयानंद है और मुझे 5वां दयानंद नहीं बनना था. So I don't want like, you know, this के मैं वो अरे तू दयानंद छोटा दयानंद बड़ा दयानंद मोटा दयानंद पतला दयानंद, तो मुझे लंबा दयानंद नहीं बनना था. तो I was like मम्मी, then you know my अम्मा suggested कि धीरज दी का दयानंद पुदर एट डेंडू धीरज दी का.
हाँ, but धीरज does not have धीरज.
बिल्कुल नहीं. बिल्कुल ना ही दया है. दयानंद होता तो भी दया है मुझ में, but then बहुत लेट आता है. बहुत लेट आता है, that's the
Takes
problem.
its own
हाँ,
time.
takes its own time and धीरज बिल्कुल नहीं है. But I personally feel, especially after my marriage, people say that तुझे ऐसा लगता है तुझ में धीरज नहीं है, because I waited like almost 11 years to get 10 years in fact,
To
to
get
get
married.
married to her. So yeah, I think somewhere it defines कि थोड़ा धीरज है, but time पे आता है वो. टाइम पे
When
आता है,
it's
जब जरूरत है.
important,
हाँ,
when it's important.
जरूरत है तो आता है, so otherwise it doesn't.
So now we know that you have a hotel business which is also giving you some passive income, which you're not handling yourself, but
Yeah,
it's
but then
giving
yeah,
you passive
exactly.
income. Then your work is there. You're a faculty, and of course content creation, which is the most interesting part.
Yes.
What was the turning point in your content creation journey where you realized that, you know what, yes, ab ho gaya mera, I have arrived, this is it?
Okay, so whenever this question comes in my mind, or whenever anybody asks this question to me, there is this one person who always comes into my mind. That is Mr. Sunil Shetty. That is Sunil Anna, and I'll tell you the reason why. Because I didn't have much followers. Okay, I didn't have much followers, but at that point in time, a person like Sunil Anna coming into the picture and promoting, pushing,
Appreciating what you're doing.
what I'm doing, that meant a lot. I mean, in this journey there are many people who will tell you कि अरे भाई
Criticize
criticism बहुत है.
Always,
फालतू का
it's
ज्ञान,
easy to
हाँ,
do ना.
फालतू का ज्ञान बहुत है कि तू ऐसा करेगा तो
तो
अच्छा
ऐसा
होगा,
होगा.
ऐसा करेगा तो ऐसा होगा. So I think at that point in time he come into the picture, giving it a push, made a lot of difference. And apart from that, there are many people who are very supportive and who are from the industry, like Mahesh Shetty, अपना Dayanand Shetty, Mushtaq Sheikh, and Payal Radhakrishna from the south. So the journey has been absolutely fantastic. I mean, it's been really nice. The support that I receive from all these people, it's mind blowing. So
Nice. So you're having fun.
I'm having
doing it.
absolute fun, absolute fun. I mean, यार 11th fail, ठीक है, लाइफ में कुछ
So
गोल नहीं,
we'll
ऑब्जेक्टिव
term this
नहीं.
podcast 11th fail.
11th fail, हाँ. 11th fail, लाइफ में कुछ गोल नहीं, ऑब्जेक्टिव नहीं, बिकॉज
Come
मर्चेंट नेवी
on.
ज्वाइन करना ना, उन्होंने तो बोला नहीं कर सकता तू. तो मैं बोला यार अब वो नहीं कर सकता तो फिर देखते जो होगा देखा जाएगा.
But isn't it great when all your goals go to shit and then you actually turn out better
Yeah.
than what you could have envisioned for
Exactly.
yourself?
Exactly. I mean, I have this personal belief that just let things happen and it happens for good. Whatever, failure happens for good.
100%.
बहुत अच्छा है. Failure happens for good. Heartbreak happens for good.
Arre.
Bad things happens in your life.
Yeah.
Even that happens for good
Yeah.
because that will show you the reality of life. So
Gives you the strength to go through things.
Exactly,
Right? It
exactly.
builds you up.
I'll tell you one incident. My father was in ICU. He had underwent a major surgery about about 5 years back, 5-6 years back, just the time when I lost him. He was there in the hospital for 40 days. Out of that 40 days, 38 days he was in the ICU.
Wow.
And I was in the ICU with him, okay, throughout. And I mean, that was a very bad phase.
Yeah.
Every day I had this feeling कि यार ये दिन कब खत्म होगा. I mean, ये दिन कब खत्म होगा यार, मुझे नहीं हो रहा है.
Get through this.
No
day.
sleep, nothing, because your father is sleeping in the ICU bed and he's on ventilator. And every day I go in the morning with an expectation
That
कि यार आज कुछ positive news आएगा. The doctors will say कि हाँ, he's responding and all. For straight 38 days, no news. And he's just going into that reverse gear and so much of pain and trouble. And at that point in time, the doctors had asked me, personally, because they saw that he's not making
responding.
it. Yeah, he's not responding. So they gave me special permission to sit there, to be with him. And I think that was one of my mistakes that I did, because वो जब वो heart का ये monitor है ना, when it goes down ना 160, 150, and then that last day, I still remember, I saw it happen. I'm like sitting, I'm talking to him and all these things, and I personally feel that, this makes you tough. 100%. This makes you tough. in those 40 days, I saw so many people dying, and I was just wondering, what is happening? I mean, life outside the hospital
Is
is so good.
yeah.
Is so good, and people crib, मेरे पास ये नहीं है, मेरे पास वो नहीं है, and यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं, मर गया, सांस गया और सफेद चादर डाल दिया ऊपर, लेके गए.
Next.
एंड मुझे डर लग रहा था कि यार ये मेरे पापा के साथ तो नहीं होगा ना. एंड देन दैट सेम थिंग हैपेंस, एंड दैट फैमिली का एंटायर थिंग,
Yeah.
so I personally feel that tough times make you very strong.
100%.
So
it really helps you appreciate what you have.
Yeah.
Because when you've seen what loss actually means.
exactly.
Moving on to more positive things.
Yes.
What's your vision like for the next year, let's say? Because we're in December already.
My vision, okay,
In terms of like your content creation journey, what do you want to do?
Okay.
Something new.
So I actually want to give for just purely this is like basis the content creation thing, because like I personally feel that मेरे personal life का vision कुछ और है.
Obviously.
मेरा एक ऐसा vision है, या फिर you can call it as a small dream or a goal, that in the next 10 years I want to become debt free in terms
That's
of
fantastic.
Yeah.
I plus one this dream.
मुझे 10 साल में मुझे लोन फ्री होने की मेरा सोच है. मुझे पता नहीं वो 10 साल में होगा.
You put it out there, you'll make it happen.
हाँ,
I'm sure.
exactly, because this is what I learned. I was like कि तुम सोचो तो ये होगा.
If you don't visualize it, how will you work towards it?
Exactly. So that is like one of the goals that I have out of many in my life. If you ask me about content creation, मुझे personally ऐसा लगता है कि I want to get into some kind of things which my people have not seen it yet, and they have not experienced it. Hindi content creation, or for that matter of fact, other language content creations and all, they have gone like way too far in terms of showcasing different kinds of things to the audience, entertaining them, and at the same point in time giving them a message. So I'm working on that, and very soon I'll be also I'll be shooting contents based on that. So it'll not only be funny,
it'll also
be like
informative.
more informative, and you'll see a more of acting in it, and you'll see more of
interesting.
So all these things. So that is my vision, कि मुझे थोड़ा और इसको फाइन ट्यून करके मेरे करंट कंटेंट को फाइन ट्यून करके ऑडियंस को थोड़ा और अच्छा कंटेंट दिखाना है. They should feel like, okay, fine, someone from my place, a small, Bangalore is not a very big place, it's a small place. A person
it's
from
a very
this
tight
small
knit
place,
community, I must say.
So from such small place, a person can give big things. So
nice. Thank you so much, and all of these things will happen, I'm sure of it.
Yes.
We will make them happen.
Thank you so much for this, and I
thank you so much for coming and sharing your story with us.
Namaskar.